Chuck Thomas?
Cynthia Nixon. Hi.
Chuck, can you just say your first and last name for me?
Chuck Thomas?
Pittsburgh.
Hey, how's it sound? I have a fan, I think.
Speed.
Oh, no, that was Speed. I'm sorry. I thought I heard somebody say,
shout
I'm so
out? You thought that was a shout
misled.
out?
Exactly. You know what's so weird? And this doesn't happen to you, but it happens to 99% of the people that meet you, I'm assuming. I feel like we're old friends.
I know. Isn't that funny?
It's just like I'm like, oh, I'm going in to talk to her. Oh, wait, I don't know her. I've never met her before.
And sometimes people on the street, they really do think they think that you're someone else, or they walk up to you and say, where you know, you were at that thing last night.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And what they do amazes me, because I watched every episode. I was a fan of the show, and every woman that I've ever met that's obsessed with the show or likes the show is like, oh, Miranda, it's so me. Oh, I'm like, how can every woman in the world be one of these four women? Is that possible?
Yeah, well, that's what an archetype is about, I guess.
I tell you, the thing for me was I thought that by watching the show, I would learn something about women. Mm-hmm. What can a man get from this movie, this series?
You know,
except for confusion and being afraid.
When the series first started, yeah. I think that people were, particularly men, were taken aback by how much women talk about sex and how interested they are in it. Yeah. And I mean, I think that might be a little scary, but I think also that's basically very good news for men. Yeah. You know, because I think sometimes they think, oh, men are really interested in sex, but you know, women are really interested in sex too.
Isn't it amazing how many rip-offs, spin-offs, shows that you see all are based upon this one TV show? You know, it's like...
Well, you know, in a way, though, it's kind of overdue, you know, because we have such a genre of the buddy movie, the guy movie, whether it's you know, the Office Place or Men at War or whatever those things are, where there's a bunch of guys, you know, a baseball team, you know, and I feel like we don't show a lot of women together, and so you could say that they're rip-offs, and maybe they are, but in a way, it's just kind of a genre that's overdue.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's also going to be considered as a compliment, you know?
Yeah, sure. Like, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
This is the toughest movie to do interviews about because there's so many things you want to talk about, and we can't. We can't ruin it for the viewers. But when you get in the script, did you ever have any eyebrow moments when you were like, did your eyebrow ever lift up and go, ooh, I didn't see that coming? Or
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that was true of the series, and that was true of the movie. Yeah.
I would imagine though that so many friends or girlfriends were trying to pry plot points out from you. Was that the case?
Yes. Particularly when I'm in a gathering and there's a bunch of people and they all gang up on me. Yeah, it does happen.
Well, I tell you what, it's good to see you, old friend.
You
Thank you so much. Great movie. So.
Thanks.